Welcome back. Time to talk a little softball. We've already been through a couple pretty good, lacrosse championships, a Bayside baseball championship. Well, softball might literally have been the best of all of them. We're talking undefeated St. Michael's squaring off against a show in Mardella, and I tell you what, they put on a show. The Warriors came to play this thing top of the first, and Mardella strikes first. Megan Roy ropes that one to center for a 2 RBI double to get it started. The Saints fire back, though. Look out below. Melissa Richardson at the dish, and she destroys that offering for a 2-run jack with some cheddar to left. The Warriors respond in the 5th. Casey Goshorn gets at the plate. Bam Bam sends it to center for a sac fly as Mardella took a 2-run lead to the 7th. That was 3 outs, and they didn't need to get them as Samantha Romberger sends this one to right for an RBI triple. She'd scored to tie it up, so we go to extras there. Mardella in the 9th takes a 3-run lead thanks to a 2 RBI single by Kaylee Atkins. Saints again with the answer. McKenna Browning sneaks that one inside the third base line. 2 RBI triple, so we go to the 11th. And then cue the heroics. Romberger with the blast to center. And that'll be your walk-off as Jordan Bateson comes in on the play for the first time ever. St. Michael's is your Bayside champs, 98th of final in 11 innings.
And I thought this was the game of the week. Cape visiting Sussex Tech. Cape's Jordan Burden with a 2-run shot to right. Vikings leading 2-0 in the 4th. Tech clawing back in the 5th. It's going to be Nicole Hovatter singling to left. That's going to score Morgan Petty. We are all knotted up at 2. We'd be tied at 2, 1 out in the bottom of the 7th. Tech sends a shot deep to right. Look at Reagan Jackson, for the love of safety right there, making the catch going up against the fence. Great effort on the warning track. We're headed to extras in the top of the 8th. Kaylee O'Neal-Willie going to get a 2-run double into center. Tech would tag out the runner right there. Vikings would lead this one, but in the bottom of the 8th, Riley Shockley is going to beat out a throw to first, and that would tie us up at 4. Going to the 10th inning now, and Reagan Jackson back up to bat, and you saw her flash the leather. Now look at what she does with the bat all the way over that fence. Little stick talk right there. Cape winning a wild one by a final of 7-4.
And 4th-seeded Crisfield playing 5th-seeded Pocomoke. Look at this field. No matter how much rain was pouring down, they were not going to cancel, and the Warriors came to play as Courtney Logan up to bat. Blasts this one to center for an RBI double, scoring Mackenzie Bleekum. Then a couple batters later, Peyton Becker, she blasts this one down the third base line. Make that an RBI triple as Samantha Diaz comes home on that one. The Crabbers trying to claw their way back into this game as Annabella Maros knocks this one to second for the RBI fielder's choice, scoring Lainey Pruitt. But this game was all Pocomoke. Becker again, this time with the ground rule double. Drives in Dom Ferris and Emily Martin. Pocomoke gets the upset, win 23-8 the final.
Parkside hosting Kent Island in the first round. Bottom of the 2nd, Rams breaking through. Carissa Gabbert gets the RBI single up the middle. Then a score, Sierra Hearn. Then talking about breaking the game wide open. Bases loaded. Maggie Cannon, hello and goodbye. Grand slam. She had 2 home runs on the day. Bucks doing all they can to slow it down. Ball hit to shallow center. Shania Curtis covering a lot of ground right there. A nice athletic play right there for her. But that lead was more than enough for Cannon. She's also pretty good on the mound. 3 of her 10 strikeouts there. Parkside advances. They win 10-0 in 5 innings.
And Decatur was facing off against Queen Anne's in the Bayside lacrosse title game. Second half, Lexi Van Kirk finds Claire Porter, puts it away. But the Lions are roaring right back. Free position goal by McKenna Blick. She misses it the first time, but was able to rebound it right back in. And this game is tied again. Queen Anne's was looking for the lead, but Rachel Florek coming up with a big save for the Seahawks. 1 of 17 on the night. And then the Seahawks looking to take the lead as Lexi Van Kirk delivering like usual. And 35 seconds left for the goal. And then Porter adds 1 more for insurance. Decatur is your 2016 Bayside champions. They go back-to-back and top Queen Anne's 9-7 the final.
Well, it's time for another quick commercial break, but coming up on the other side, we're going to talk a little playoff hockey. And Capital fans, it might be time to look away for this one because the Caps, well, they're gone fishing.
I'm Jack Wheely. I'm a pitcher for Easton High School, and you're watching Delmarva Sports Insider.